Hello guys, how are we doing? Phil Kent here, and just jumping on with another Facebook Live as part of my usual challenge that I'm doing, and I normally do one around about this time every day. It's not set in stone the time, but my challenge is obviously doing some Facebook Lives. If you don't know what I'm doing, I set myself a 30-day challenge a couple of weeks or so back now, and part of that challenge is over a 30-day period to do 100 Facebook Lives, 100 Facebook posts, and also to do 100 video shorts or reels. So this is the second live of the day. I did one on the way back from the gym again this morning. This is the second one. And I've also got my new thing, which I'm doing now, which is called Live at 5, which is obviously live at 5 p.m. UK time. And I'm going to try to cover different sort of informative and instructional stuff on there, and maybe involve a bit of screen sharing just to sort of help people out and see if they can learn some things and give out stuff that I know. That's 5 o'clock UK time, right here on my timeline and also in the group. So I just want to jump onto a quick live today and cover tweaking and testing, because it's something that you should be doing always. You've got to be tweaking and testing. It doesn't matter what it is either. It doesn't matter if it's your pages that you're building, or any ads that you may have running, or if you're doing video shorts or reels, which is definitely something that I've been doing a lot more of. Again, because of the challenge, this is why I like challenges, by the way, is because they make you accountable, they make you do things, they make you be more consistent. And because you're putting out a lot more sometimes than you may normally would, it enables you to test and change things up. Now, that has been happening with myself on the video shorts and reels, because I only had to do the 100 over the 30-day period. Because I can use more platforms, I can actually use 5 platforms, which I'm using. They are Instagram, TikTok, Clapper, YouTube Shorts, and Facebook Reels. Because I'm able to do 5 sort of platforms, I can really sort of mix things up and change things about, and maybe use CapCut templates. I use a lot of those. Try different variations and things like that. And the reason being is you want to see what performs better where, and the same sort of format, the same system doesn't always work on the same platforms. It's quite different. Now, I'm not a big TikTok fan. I've never been that struck on it. It's too restrictive. I don't use it that much, to be honest. I've been using it purely for the purpose of the challenge. I'm mostly in the 200 club, as I call it. You can push a video out, especially if I do use it from CapCut templates and move straight across to TikTok. They seem to like that more than if I just take a template and save it and then upload it and ask me why, which is the TikTok thing. And I can get in as we know it, as we've known it as the TikTok 200 club, bit of a few T's there, gets like 230 to 40 views or whatever. And then it doesn't do much more after that. And they come quite fast as well. So obviously just push it out to some amount of audience, and that's that. So I doubt if I'll be continuing with it after the challenge, but I shall continue to use it for the purpose of the challenge. Now, I've got the same thing with Instagram. I've had my Instagram account a long time. I used to be quite active on it. Used to get more comments and things like that. Then I had a spell when I moved away from the online sort of space, and it sat there for a good sort of 3 years or more, possibly completely unused. I've started to use it again since I came back, and it's like a dormant account. It's very hard to get any sort of views or any traction on it. So what I'm going to be doing when the launch of the new OLSP site comes in, that's something I'm going to be doing. I'm going to start again with a brand new account and bring that in and stretch it out. Now, over on the Facebook Reels front, really been changing up some things over there and trying out some things, because there are certainly the capabilities over there to get sort of high numbers. I've been following a different system, a different process that I've been trying and testing. That I've sort of been following, watching what people do, and admittedly, the results are definitely getting better over there. I mean, I've had one reel that I've put out just literally 2 evenings ago. It wasn't last night; it was the night before, around about sort of 9:30 PM UK time, thereabouts, 9:30, 10 PM, something like that. And by the morning, it had got quite a lot of views. By the morning, it was up sort of in the 1,000 mark, and it's approaching the 2,000 now. Hopefully, that might go over 2,000 today. I've had another one that is right on the brink of hitting the 2,000 that I made last night around about the same time. I've had a couple of in between that have had about the 200s mark, but also did one a few days ago, which is also just under 700. So they're not massive numbers, but comparing to what I was getting, the sort of the 200 to 300 that a lot of people get, there's definitely an uptrend there, and I've definitely sort of fallen on a pattern here that I'm following, and I'm going to pursue that one now to generate the views that it's going. And this is what it's all about. This is why I wanted to mention about tweaking and testing, because if you're not doing this, if you're just doing the same thing over and over and over, and you're not getting some results, then you need to be looking at yourself and think, right, okay, what's going on here? What can I improve on? If you've got a page that's not performing, change it up, or run a split test. Split testing is really important. Are you tracking your links? Is another big one for tweaking and testing, see where the leads are coming from. Because this is what you should always be doing, because you should always be looking to better yourself online, and also you're looking to better your results all the time. And if you're not tweaking and testing these things, then you're not going to find these things out. You're not going to find out these results. So this is what you need to be doing. And this is just why I want to jump on today, do a quick live. It's not really a long drawn out one. I don't think anybody's due to jump on, but hey, sometimes it happens. And that's what I love about the industry as well. I mean, like yesterday afternoon, I had Leah jump on. The day before that, I think it was Leslie came on. Because when you get into a pattern of a routine, when you're consistent on a daily basis and you do things roughly at the same time, especially if you're doing things like I'm doing and putting out live videos, then basically what happens is people get used to you being on. And now I've got a set afternoon time live at 5. People know that I'm going to be live at 5 in the UK time, and that's basically a Monday to Friday thing. But they know that I'm about. So if they're not doing too much, or they want to get involved in something, they know, hey, Phil's on live at 5. And I had exactly that yesterday with Leah. She popped up and wanted to come on, and I just dropped her a link. Day before also, Leslie did exactly the same thing. I've often been sitting here, and then Ills would just jump up and say, hey, I'm here, drop me a link. And this is what you want, because people will, this is a people industry. So you need to get yourself out there, building your trust factor, and just getting on and sharing your information and your value with people. But getting back to what I was saying, tweaking and testing, guys, is huge. You've got to always be testing something, always be looking to improve it. If you're doing a method on one of the platforms, then change it up. Change it up. If you go and check out my reels from my timeline, you'll see that I've changed things up over the last few days, and you'll see the difference in numbers. I've shifted from, some of them weren't doing bad. I had some sort of in the 200s, the other one underneath that. But there was some in the sort of 300 to 400 mark, which isn't not a bad amount. But you'll see the trend where I've changed the type of reels that I was doing, and you'll see the uptrend in the numbers. The first one jumped in, that was nearly 700. I've got one that's approaching 2,000. The one I did last night is around about 1,000. There's one in between that did a 200, etc. But when you're getting this uptrend, you think, right, I'm on a path here. Something's right here, and that's what you need to focus on. It's the same on any other platforms. I won't be doing much more with TikTok after this challenge is finished. Once the new OLSP site launches, I'll try again with a new Instagram account. I've been told by two separate people that are quite big on Instagram to say, yes, start with a new account, start fresh, and etc. Do things like that and give it a chance from new. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. YouTube Shorts, they really do vary. I get some that sort of bomb completely, like a lot of people possibly. They don't get that many views, but I've had a lot now that I've averaged around 2,000 views. So again, it is finding the pattern that suits over there. And I've got to sort of to know now, if I use CapCut templates and I do them in a certain way, they generally get better traction, and they do definitely respond over there to like some titles and sort of titles over the video and titles in the description that sort of pick a question and stuff like that, pluck the curiosity. They definitely respond better over there. So these are the things that you find, and when you're doing these things, and don't worry about putting a video out that bombs, because when you're tweaking and testing and changing things out and trying different things, you're going to get something that doesn't work as well. That's the idea. This is how you find these things out. But then you're going to find something that, hey, boom, like the change in the trend of my reels at the moment has definitely swung in a good direction. It takes a little bit more work what I'm doing, but the responses are getting better. The views are getting better. And more views, obviously, means more traction for yourself, building up that like and trust factor, building up your self brand, and also I've got a system there where it is connecting and picking up leads as well, and they're coming in. So it's that wheel of motions that you build by tweaking and testing things. So when you set yourself challenges, it makes you more accountable, makes you more consistent, makes you do more, makes you try different things, and your results will improve. So just a quick one today. I just hit the 10-minute mark. Nobody's jumping on, which is okay. I said I'll be back on later on. So if you're watching this later on, just drop me a comment with the hashtag replay and let me know what your thoughts are. Any comments that you want to add to that. I'll be back on in about 2.5 hours time with the live at 5. Different subject each day. I do try and do some screen sharing and show people stuff. If anybody's got any ideas or questions they want me to cover, drop them in and let me know, or just drop me a message, let me know what's going on. So in the meantime, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day, afternoon or evening, or wherever you may be. I'll see you in about 2.5 hours time on the live at 5. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Cheers and bye for now.